Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jamie and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've made a video. I apologize for that. I've just been crazy busy with work and kids and all the things. So I hope you guys understand. I wanted to come on and do some of my favorite products of 2022. So these aren't necessarily products that came out this year. Some of them came out last year. They're just my most used, most trusted, most loved products from 2022. This year was a little bit wild for me because I started out strong doing my YouTube stuff, and then about mid-year, with the craziness of kids and summer and all these different things going on, I really kind of put that YouTube stuff on the back burner. So sorry about that. But that also went along with the fact that I put buying makeup on the back burner. I've had so much makeup. I've been doing this for quite some time. So I just was a little bit burnt out and I decided to take a little break. So I'm back just to tell you guys a little bit about what I was wearing this year, what I really loved. I did this full face of makeup using my favorite products. So we're gonna talk through that. It's gonna be a pretty long video. I'm out of the swing of things, so I'm getting back into it. So I hope you guys love it. And after this, I think I'm gonna like go through those products and do a quick summary video. But this is gonna be me applying them, why I love them, and about the products. So thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you stay tuned and watch the rest of it. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this. Am I able to still do this? Let's see. We're gonna find out. Okay, let's clip back this hair so it's not annoying me and everyone who sees it. I'm sure it is. And let's get started. I did get a big haircut. I don't think I probably mentioned that in the intro, but I did. It was really long before and now it's really short. It's just easier. I mean, I just didn't have time to mess with it, and I got it cut a little bit longer a couple months ago, and then when I went back in, I needed a new haircut. I'm just like, I want to go shorter. It was nice. It's just easier. So I'm going to start out with this Stila one-step corrector. I really like this. So this is definitely like a awesome find for this year. I actually got this in my last Ipsy Glam Bag X that came just in November. So I'd never heard about this product, or I'd heard about it, but just had no interest in it. I do have some redness to my skin, and I don't know, I just never really thought that I would be interested in this. It doesn't really give me much, brightening. I don't feel like it does any kind of color correcting for me at all. The color fades right into my skin and it just becomes like a slightly moisturizing, blurring type of primer. It doesn't, to me, it's not silicone based or anything, so it's just a nice moisture layer, and it's really been helpful under some of the foundations I haven't really been loving. I feel like this really helps. So today I'm definitely using it with the foundation I do love the most, but I thought it would be good just to highlight this primer as my primer, my new discovery of 2022. I'm loving it. So I guess there's a reason this thing stays around, and I am a fan now. So this is something that I would recommend giving it a try if you guys are looking for a new primer, a hydrating primer. So let's see, got that on. It feels good now. It's a good base. And I'm gonna go in with, actually, before I do this, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick that I do. It's not that impressive. Nobody probably wants to put hairspray on their face, but I have this little thing of hairspray that I'm gonna use on one of these little puffs. So I only use this on my nose. So if you have any stubborn areas where it just will not hold makeup product, which is just my nose, it always breaks up here. This foundation actually lasts pretty well on my nose, but just to be, I guess, a little extra, I'm just gonna put a tiny spray on here, and I am going to just kind of put it on my nose and right here on my forehead. It's where I like lose the most coverage, and using a little bit of hairspray really helps the makeup stick to it, adhere. So I use the Tresemme Stronghold hairspray. It's just this little travel one I had, and I figured why not use that since I was looking for something. So once I've started doing this, it really seems to help me, and I don't lose as much coverage there. So I'm actually just using the same same foundation, just 2 shades of it. I have the Kosas Revealer Foundation. It's the Skin Improving Foundation. This is my #1 foundation of the year. I love it. A little goes a long way. It's super moisturizing, hydrating, leaves a little bit of a luminous cast on your face. You gotta shake this well, and I have 2 shades. I love that they have ivory, or not ivory, they have olive skin tone options. So I picked up 2 of those. I got a lighter one that's 160. That's the light with natural olive undertones, and then I also have medium, man, what is this? 210, and it's light medium with subtle olive undertones. So the combination of these 2 kind of match my skin to where it is right now. But I think these are like the 2 lightest olive options anyway. So I just kind of put a little bit. You do not need much. Every time I use this, I'm always like, wow, I didn't need that much. So there, I'm just gonna put a teeny bit there, and I'm gonna put a teeny bit on my next finger. This is all I'm gonna use right there, and just kind of blend these 2 together with my other hand, and let's go. I really don't even know if I need this much. That's how great this covers. So I went on vacation a couple months ago, and my husband and I went to Antigua, and I brought this and my other favorite foundation that is Highend, and that is that Complexion Rescue by Bare Minerals. I really, most of the time I just use that, but every once in a while I would pop a little bit of this on just to give it a little bit more coverage. But that was like my foundation of choice for that trip, and I loved it. And that was just so much fun. I mean, the whole trip was fun, but like, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed. I haven't been traveling that much other than like day trips. So that was like 5 days, 6 days. And to bring like this foundation and just have it just be everything. It was everything. It was awesome. This and that other one, tried and true foundations that I just love. I can't get enough of. And the stuff is just the best. I feel like everyone who tries it starts loving it, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. It just looks good all day, and it doesn't like come apart. It looks hydrated, but look, it's not like super shiny. I mean, it's a little shiny, and they have great options for matches for your skin tone. I'm really, really a big fan. So that's it. I'm just blending it down my neck a little bit. But yeah, this is #1 for sure. Let's move on to the eyeshadow. So eyeshadow, I do have like a base palette I was gonna just bring out. This is actually drugstore, and I normally use this with my drugstore. I'm gonna do a best of drugstore as well, but I really was gonna highlight some eyeshadow palettes. I'm not sure that these are all the ones I wanted to highlight, but these are some of my favorites from this year. This actually came out this year. This is the Sydney Grace palette, and this is her new one, California Coast. It looks like this. I got the dark version because I do like darker colors. And the light version, it's just like 3 different shades off or something. And I liked the dark one more. I thought I got more bang for my buck. Then we have, this is another one of hers. This is the Summer Days palette. I really love this one. This isn't from this year. I think it's from last year, but this one is like so good. These 2 shades up here are just amazing. Her metallics are just out of this world. And then there's the Coffee Time one, or Coffee Talk, which is also beautiful, beautiful. So I think I'm gonna set this down, and I guess I'll set it with just a regular setting powder. So I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. Halo Glow one. Such a favorite of mine, drugstore also, but I'm just kind of setting and not really considering this as one of the best of the year, but it is. But it'll be in my cheapies video. But let me just set this. I like to set just so that I can blend my shadows easily. You have to use I use the primer because it keeps the shadows on the eyes, but then I have to set them so that I can make sure that I'm getting the best blend. So that's what we're going with. Okay, so let's move on to the eyeshadow. I told you I'm just gonna use, I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna jump right into the California Coast palette. I just feel like using this one today. And one thing I've been doing a lot lately is I know that I do my lid, metallic on my lid, so I'm just gonna do it first and then work backwards and do all the blending out of stuff. So looking at these colors right here, trying to choose a lid shade, it's like these two are pretty similar, Half Moon Bay and Big Sur. So let's look at those. Okay, so this one was Half Moon Bay. It's a little bit lighter and Big Sur is a little darker. I think I kind of like a combination of those two. And then let's see, Santa Cruz is that next one. So that one is much more kind of like a tanner, like more of a beige. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with Big Sur first, which is the one that is like that middle one right there. So this one is like the darkest, but also kind of a berry pinky warm shade. Uh-oh. Well, this is why I do my eyeshadow first anyway. I am putting that down. I'm gonna put that towards the outer corner of my lid, and oh, I got a little foundation in my hair. I see it right now. Oh well, I guess that's just what it's gonna be. Okay, so I put that towards the outer corner of my lid, if you can see. And then I'm gonna go in with one of the lighter shades on the inner corner. So I guess I'll do the Half Moon Bay, which was also that lighter, look at my eye, looks ridiculous. It's that lighter shade. So I just wiped off what I had on there. Now I'm going in with that like on the inner corner. And I like to do this sometimes just so I can be a little bit more accurate and then clean it all up at the end. So, because otherwise I love to put on, you know, the lid shade with my finger. That is just something. And if I get that out of the way first, then my big chunky fingers are out of the way and I can get into the rest. And that is where I'm not like a huge like pink type of shadow person, but I don't know. I love that palette and I just wanted to use it. So we're rolling with it today. And in order to take off this, I'm just gonna use a little makeup wipe I have here. And I'll get that off. There's probably gonna be more I need to clean up at the end before I put on my concealer. So that's why I'm doing this first anyway. So no worries. Okay, that part is done. Now let's get with blending the upper part of it. And I guess everything in here is pretty pink. So I'm gonna maybe jump into that Summer Days palette right here. And I like this shade in the middle called Sandcastle. It's also got a little bit of a pink tinge to it, but let's see how this one rolls. And I'm gonna go for like a smaller brush and just see if I can blend this out a little bit. Anyway, so where have I been the last couple months? I've been just busy with kids and work. Work has been crazy this year and I just haven't had as much free time for making videos as I did last year. So it just unfortunately hasn't been like a top priority. And then another thing is I haven't been really big into makeup this year. Ugh. I mean, I love makeup and I love doing makeup on myself, but I'm not really into spending as much money on makeup as I have been in the past. I've really been focusing on using what I have, which is crazy. I don't know if you guys would want to see videos on that. I have been decluttering like a mofo. Maybe it would be good to kind of show you guys what I've decluttered. Could do a video on that because I got a big box in here that I've just been throwing things into and that's where I am. So with this shade, I just like to blend this one up. This is, I thought I would probably use another shade, but these shades are so pigmented, just so you know. I'm gonna get a clean brush and just blend. These shades are very pigmented. I wish I could blend like in circles. Can you guys blend in circles? I can never do that. It's just so much easier to windshield wipe it. I'm not a circle blender. I don't know, it just feels awkward. It doesn't seem like it's doing the job. I wish I was more like accurate at that. Anyway, so here we are so far. I definitely have things to clean up. It is very pink. I'm not sure I love it this pink, so I think I'm gonna try to tone it down maybe a little bit. Let me go into maybe the Coffee Talk palette. This one had more just neutral shades. So let me take one of these. I'll probably use a Frappe right here. And let's see if I can put that some in the outer corner. Maybe tone this down a little bit from being so pink. My daughter laughs at me when I wear pink eyeshadow. She's like, ah, pink. Oh, she's 14. She has a lot of opinions, right? Didn't we all have a lot of opinions when we were 14? I feel like one thing I've learned as I grow up is like, I don't care to be the smartest or the most loud person in the room sharing my opinions. That's not the person I want to be, because when I see that those people talk, I'm like, yeah, not really my style. So anyway, it's a little dark right now. I don't know. Let me try to turn on some lights here or open some windows. I'll be right back. All right, I think that's a little bit better. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm gonna take off the sweatshirt too. When I open that window or that blind, the sun kind of beams in here. That's why I'm like situated oddly in this corner, just trying to play with things. I love natural sunlight, but I don't love it when it's on me in my face. It's just too much. So anyway, let's continue. So we got that part done. Now I really just want to clean it up. So I'm taking the makeup wipe again. I'm gonna clean up down here because I hate it when my makeup goes like below my eye line. I just feel like it pulls my whole face down. So, oh man, it's so bright over there. Ugh. Okay, sorry, trying to get back in the swing of things, so might be a little bit rusty. All right, so that is good. Now let's go into my next products. I think I'm gonna do like just a quick recap of the products in a separate video, but right now I'm just gonna use them so you can see them all on my face. Okay, so I have two different bronzers that I really like. I've got these Makeup by Mario bronzers I like, but they're super duper creamy, and I loved them in the summer, but now I feel like I'm not sure that I wanna use that right now. I think today I wanna go with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This one is in the shade medium. Got this early in the year. Have not loved and given it as much love as I need to. And then I really love these e.l.f. brushes, but that's one I'm gonna use. You'll see that more in the drugstore video, but let me put some of this on. Let's see. I know, who was it? Wayne Goss made a video about these bronzers and said that the shade was just not good for his skin tone, which I totally get. Everybody's different, but it really works for mine. I like these, or maybe it doesn't and I just think I like it. You guys let me know. Maybe you're like, oh, it really doesn't work for you either, Jamie. I'm like, what? I thought it was great. And I had no idea, but I love bronzer. Sometimes I feel like my bronzer like competes with my blush though. I don't know. Maybe because I've just been putting a lot of bronzer on and then I feel like it's competing and my blush is too light maybe. But right now I feel like pinky and peachy blushes are like what I really want to wear. Oh, I got some dry skin here. I have been doing tretinoin. One thing I love about this oh my gosh. Okay. My nose is looking really bad right now. I'm gonna have to fix that. Hopefully I have the trick for that in just a minute. But I've been doing tretinoin and it's definitely making my face peel right now. I can see it. Oh, I've only done it a couple times. I got the prescription like a couple months ago and I didn't fill it because I was going out of town and I had that vacation. I had a couple things going on and I didn't want to be peeling like my whole vacation. I thought that that didn't sound like a good idea. So I held off until now. All right, I feel like I look maybe a little orange, but I think it'll tone down, yeah, as I get the powder and stuff on. Okay, so that's where I am with the bronzer. I think it looks good. And I'm gonna go in now with a contour. Why not? I have the Cosmetics color in Terra. I haven't worn this too much lately. So this one, I'm just gonna go right onto the stick and do my contour like this because I don't want to add too much product. And these products are so smooth. I saw Cosmetics is doing a lot of sales. I'm so tempted, but like I said, I just haven't been buying as much makeup. I've been buying a lot of perfume. So I was gonna do some perfume videos on my channel. I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but it's what I'm into, so I'm just kind of going with the wave. Because if I don't just do videos of what I'm into, then I won't do videos. And I wanna get back on here and do some videos. So now I'm just blending this out. I love these brushes, seriously, best $4 ever. They sell it at Target. It's like the putty blush brush, seriously, go for it. Or bronzer, I don't know which one this one is, but it's awesome. Okay, so far I think this is looking pretty good. I wanted to stop and put on my concealer now. So my concealer, my high-end choice is the same one it was last year. It is the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape from Tarte. I love this one. It just is so nice. It does not cake up on my face. It doesn't really go in my lines. It doesn't do any, it's so great. It's just so great. This is by far my #1 concealer. I try to look for other concealers and I'm never impressed. So normally I start with a pretty good amount and then sometimes I'll just take some off and put it on the back of my hand if I put on too much. I really just put on like 2 dots, but I don't want to have way too much concealer and I want it to look pretty natural. And it's just how I am. I want it to look a little bit bright. I think this is my summer shade and I probably need to break out my winter shade now. Or this was, I don't know what this is. It's just too light. Maybe it is my winter shade. It just looks a little light right now, but I will bring it all together in the end. I promise. Now, this concealer actually lasts. I was wearing another concealer the other day, yesterday, and it just doesn't last. I was wearing that new Bare Minerals one. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I love Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll love their concealer. Yeah, didn't do it for me. So, but I love this one. It's really nice. Okay, so now I want to deal with this nose situation. I don't know if you guys can see, it is all crusty right now. It is not good. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact I used that hairspray. I'm gonna have to take it off. I think the combination maybe of the hairspray and the foundation might not be that great. So look at my red nose now. I mean, now you can tell exactly why I would want to wear foundation there. That looks horrible. Okay, I want to then add, I'm gonna use this concealer. So this is the Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid. This is in the shade Fair, but hold on, I'm gonna grab the other one because this one, Natural, I think is gonna be the best shade for me because it's a little bit darker and I'm still a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go into Natural. I think that this is the best nose concealer I have. So I bring this with me and it's just a little bit of product in here, just so you know you cannot go crazy. This is like maybe a quarter of what's in here. It's sad that it's so much money for a quarter of the product, but it's really good and it really helps. Even if you powder and then you use this, it still looks good. So I love to bring this with me. So like if I'm out somewhere and I'm like, oh crap, my nose looks like crap, or halfway through the day, it kind of looks like crap. I can't put a regular foundation on top of that or a regular concealer because then it'll look even worse. So I just go in with this. I think it's gonna be the longest video ever, but sorry guys, I'm getting back into the swing of things. So anyway, Now it still looks a little cracky. We'll see how all that works out in the end, but I'm gonna leave that like that for now. And I think it's a skin thing. It's not a product thing right now. So I'm gonna tap out my lines and I will go in with some powder now. So for powder, it's a toss-up. Under eyes, I normally use this Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier in Translucent. That's normally my go-to. For my face, I'm kind of between, these are my new favorite ones for the year. This is the Veil, Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and then this is the Jaclyn Hill X Robin collaboration on her Sheer Light Powder. I really like this one as well. I'm gonna go for the Jaclyn one. So this one is perfect in the fact that it's not too powdery. It looks nice. It looks like effortless, and it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, you have a thick layer of powder. Like her mom is a little bit older, so I think she wanted to have powder, her powder would be like beautiful and natural on the skin, and it is. Mission accomplished, and I love it. So great job. I think Jaclyn's, I still haven't even tried her foundation or anything. I heard bad things. But I can tell you that her powders are some of my favorites. I love Jaclyn's powders. So good idea on those, Jaclyn. Good concepts, good. So you can see like it's still a little bit shimmery on my nose. I mean, it's not flat. And that's the look I'm going for. I don't want to look flat, matte, like I have a bunch of makeup on. I think when you have a little bit of shine, it looks natural. And that is really what I'm going for. So I love this powder. This is great. And you can use this under your eyes. No problems there. I do have problems with most powders under my eyes, but this one's a hit. So really recommend this. And I don't know, they were doing some hefty sales there, but I didn't really check the details, so that one might still be on sale. Okay, for around my eyes, I do want to do a little bit more. I'm going to go into the bronzer and just get a little bit of this and go a little bit of shadow under my eyes. I don't always do this, but I feel like it does make the look more cohesive, but sometimes I'm lazy and I don't think about it. All right, so that part is done. I think it's looking good. And now we're gonna go into highlighter and then we'll do blush. I like to do my highlighter first because then it all blends together, and that's just what I do. So I'm gonna go in with this little brush, and I'm using the Dior Backstage highlighting palette. I love this one. Normally I just love this shade as a highlighter. It's just nice. It just looks good. It doesn't accentuate my texture at all, which is very, very rare for a highlighter for me, like a powder highlighter. I don't like many powder highlighters. I am a cream highlighter girl, but this powder highlight is awesome, and it's just easy. And that's why I love it. Plus, this product, I'll show you really quick in a second. I also use it for highlighting my inner corner, and I love that it has so many shades in it. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll just use the shades also as an eyeshadow. So I'll use the darker shade. I haven't really found the best use for the pinky light shade yet, but I'll use this darker shade as an eyeshadow a lot. But this light shade right here, I just put a little bit on my finger and I pop that right into my inner corner for some brightness. And I love that it's just conveniently in this palette and I don't even really have to think about it. I'll put on a little bit more highlighter. Can you guys see that? So pretty. Very, very natural, except down here where I put on too much. So anywhere you put on too much, blend that out a little bit. And now let's go in with blush. So for blush, I have a couple. I was gonna do like a little combo. I've got this Man Eater blush. I really like this one. This is in Peachy Pink. I do have this Moon Prism blush palette. I think I'm gonna use this one because I love these shades. This is like what I feel is trending right now when it comes to blush shades, is like these lighter pink peachy shades. So I'm actually gonna mix between these two. So Twilight and Stargaze. I don't wear this as much as I should. I know I love this palette, but I just get wrapped up in all the other things I have. Like I said, I am in the process of trying to declutter a lot, and I want to bring out the things I love. And I know for so long, I feel like I just hoard the things I love because I'm like, I don't want to run out of them. But now it's like, no, use what you love, because that is what makeup is for, and it's gonna expire. You can't just sit on these products that you love. Okay, so far it's coming together. Now I feel like I lost a little bit of that highlight, which always makes me mad, but I don't want to be beaming from outer space either. I just want a little bit more. There we go. There we go. All right, we're coming to the end here. Eyebrows, let's see. I've had this for quite some time. I got this in like an Allure beauty box or something a while ago. Let me take my hair down. And I really like this. This is the Brow Gal. It's a double-sided brow pencil. One side's got the spoolie, so you can just brush those eyebrows up and all that makeup out of them. And then the other side has a pencil sharpener built in and the pencil there. So I think this is taupe. It's a universal shade, but it works really well on me, and I don't need that much help with my brows. So I just kind of color in where there's a little bit less definition. And my brows are probably like, people are like, what are you doing there with those? I don't know, okay? I'm just doing it. All right, that's it. I just make sure that there's no major smudges or stuff that looks really crazy, and that is good. Then let's spray. So I've been loving the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is definitely a hit. One other one I did love was the Max Fix Plus Stay Over. This is a little bit shiny, or like, this one's very matte. This one has a little bit of luminosity to it. I love them both, but this one keeps it on. This is a great product. Then I gotta let it dry for a second. I do have a little fan. I had one somewhere around here. Okay, got my fan. Then I have my favorite mascara. I'm just gonna put that on really quick and I'll show you the after. Here is the before, and here's the after. All right, so this is like, this, I love this mascara. Check it out. I just think it is so good. It always does me right. So this is the Mob Beauty mascara. I just think it looks awesome. All right, and then for my eyelash serum, just so you know, I use the Babe Lash Serum. So now let's do the lips. I think I just had that one gloss on them. I think they feel really great right now. So we're gonna go in with my favorite lip liner, and that is by Mario. I love Makeup by Mario's lip products. These are like my favorite. So let's go in with this one first. This is in the shade Almond. All right, so got that on. I love his lipstick. I love his liquid lips. I think I'm gonna go in with the liquid lip one right now, and this is in Nude Suede. I think this was a favorite from last year as well. Just love this. Another awesome part about his products is that his lip liner, it has a brush on it. So perfect for blending those products together. I love it. And then if you do want a lip gloss on top of that, I really like the lip oils from Lunar Beauty. So let's just put a little bit of this on. Right. Sometimes my lip oils, I'll even just put them on my finger and then put them on because I don't want them to ruin the rest of the makeup. So anyway, here's the finished look. Don't mind my nose peeling. You can't even really see it with the other stuff on. So this is it. I do look maybe a little bit shiny, but I like it. I think it looks really natural and healthy and youthful, and this is it. This is my finished look. So these are all of my favorites from 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm gonna see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.